You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more of a dreamer than a doer when it comes to his career. While he may have a lot of exciting ideas and talk about what he wants to achieve, he struggles to put in the daily effort and grit needed to really get ahead. Even though he's friendly and caring with others, this won't make up for his lack of drive.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's much more likely to break down than bounce back. He may get upset easily or feel overwhelmed by problems, and instead of fighting through, he might just pull away quietly or avoid the issue altogether. He may look for comfort and support, but don't expect him to take charge or solve things quickly.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually like him because he's friendly, caring, and tries to keep things peaceful. He rarely gets into fights or arguments, and he avoids causing trouble. If there's drama or harsh words, he tends to step back rather than jump in.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He will be proud of you and genuinely happy about your success. He isn't the type to compare or feel jealous because he cares deeply and wants the best for you. If you shine, he'll be right beside you, smiling and telling others how proud he is.
What if you start earning more than him?
No, he's unlikely to resent you or feel deeply insecure if you earn more than him. He's gentle and doesn't tie his self worth to being the main earner. Instead of jealousy, you'll mostly notice kindness and support from him.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He doesn't really pay close attention to how money is spent and might be careless with it. Planning ahead, setting budgets, or tracking expenses isn't his strong point, so money could slip through his fingers quickly, especially if he's in a good mood or wants to make others happy. He prefers enjoying the moment over thinking about tomorrow's bills.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's more likely to pretend to be richer than he actually is. He enjoys having fun and making people happy, even if it means spending beyond his limits now and then. Still, this can lead to problems later if he's not careful.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's very open handed and kind, often putting the needs of others before his own. If someone around him needs help, whether it's a friend, family member, or even a stranger, he's quick to give sometimes without thinking about his own limits. He finds joy in making others smile, whether it's with a small gift, a treat, or kind words.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and honest about money, sometimes almost too casual. He's not the type to hide purchases or lie about expenses, and he won't try to control how you spend either. He believes in trust and being fair, so he's comfortable talking about finances.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared and he won't expect you to do everything by yourself. If he sees you struggling or tired, he'll be quick to help out, whether it's cooking, cleaning, or running errands. You won't have to fight for his help. He'll step in with a kind heart whenever he can.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will genuinely help with chores and diapers, not just stand around giving advice or pretending to help. If you ask, he'll gladly roll up his sleeves and pitch in, whether it's changing a diaper, washing the dishes, or tidying up the house. You'll feel like a team with him, not like you're working alone.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He truly tries to understand your side and isn't interested in winning arguments just to prove a point. If you share your feelings or concerns, he listens carefully and wants to comfort you, not fight. You won't find him raising his voice or stubbornly insisting he's always right.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and doesn't turn to hurtful words or aggressive behavior. If something upsets him, he is more likely to get quiet, withdraw, or go to another room rather than shout or say things he'll regret. It's in his nature to avoid fights, not to create them.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does get upset easily. He feels things deeply and can be quite sensitive when something goes wrong or feels unfair. But instead of yelling or fighting, he usually pulls away, gets quiet, or looks sad. If you're someone who needs clear, open talks about problems, his sudden silence might feel confusing or lonely.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility when something goes wrong, and he isn't the type to blame you for his own mistakes. If you point out something he did wrong or something that hurt you, he's likely to feel bad and want to make it right. If you talk to him with kindness, he will listen and try to fix things, wanting peace and happiness for both of you.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He's naturally kind and gentle, always wanting you to feel comfortable and safe with him. You can count on him to value your comfort over anything else in the relationship.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He might feel sad or worry a bit if you're not in the mood for intimacy, but he won't get angry or blame you. Instead, he's more likely to quietly wonder if something is wrong or if you're upset with him. If you share how you feel, he'll listen and try to understand instead of taking it as an insult.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He values your trust and would never use your personal or intimate experiences to hurt, embarrass, or shame you later. Kindness and respect are at the heart of how he treats you, both in public and in private.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is generally faithful and not someone who is easily distracted by other women. When he commits to you, he is serious about building trust and keeping the relationship strong. If he feels loved and secure with you, his attention stays with you rather than wandering elsewhere.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he isn't over possessive or controlling. He trusts you and wants you to feel free and comfortable in the relationship. He doesn't get jealous easily or keep checking up on where you are or who you're talking to.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He wants you to feel safe and happy, and his care comes from kindness, not from wanting to boss you around or limit your choices. He listens and respects your decisions, trusting you to handle your life as you want.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to handle everything alone. He wants to be involved, share the workload, and be a present father, whether it's with daily care or listening to the kids' stories. He'll step up when asked and try to be a real partner, not just a bystander.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he might not always stay calm. He feels emotions deeply and can sometimes get overwhelmed or frustrated, especially if things are noisy or go out of control. He is not harsh or scary, but he might raise his voice or step away for a bit to cool down.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and as your own person. He understands that you have your own dreams, needs, and identity beyond being a parent. If you need time for yourself or want to explore something new, he won't hold you back or criticize you.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he isn't the kind of man who will support your career now and then pressure you to quit after having a child. He genuinely wants you to follow your dreams and be happy in your work, no matter what stage of life you're in. Even after you have a child, he will encourage you to keep pursuing what you love if that's what makes you feel fulfilled.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just polite words on the surface. He cares deeply about people's feelings and wants to make your family feel welcome and valued. His kindness will show through small, thoughtful actions, offering tea, joining family meals, or asking about their day. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's more likely to quietly withdraw or feel stressed himself rather than make things worse. He isn't the type to start fights or raise his voice. Instead, he might get quiet, avoid confrontation, or need some space to cool down. If handled gently, he'll do his best to support you without letting drama grow.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he's not the kind of man who will act modern with you, but suddenly expect you to become a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values your comfort and happiness more than sticking to old fashioned roles just for show. He won't pressure you to change how you speak, dress, or behave just to please others or save his own image.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you rather than staying out of it or taking their side. He cares deeply about your feelings and wants you to feel safe and valued, especially during tough moments. He'll listen to you, comfort you, and try to gently keep peace with everyone.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a typical mummy's boy, though he is caring and respectful towards his mother. When there's a conflict, he will listen to both sides and try to keep the peace, but he won't blindly take his mother's side or let you feel alone. He may not fight loudly or be harsh, but in his gentle way, he will give you his support.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He won't share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He respects your privacy and understands that some things should stay between the two of you, but he isn't the type to gossip or make you feel exposed to his family.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man is warm, gentle, and full of caring, but you'll also notice a few rough edges. Every day, you can count on his kindness, support, and genuine attempts to make you feel loved and secure.